And good evening. Welcome out here to King City as we get set here for high school basketball action. It's the final night of tournament action here at the King City Tournament, and it is trophy night here in the new gym. It's the girls and boys third place games, followed by the girls and boys championship games. Our first game of the night, the girls third place game. It's the number 4 seed, Stanberry Lady Bulldogs, number 2 seed, King City Lady Wildcats. Let's thank number 3 seed, King City Lady Wildcats. Like to thank our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV. BTC Bank, Petty Gen Auto Center, locations in Bethany and Albany. Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, and the Hogue Lumber Company in Albany. The Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany. Johnson Controls in Albany, and Mosaic Medical Center. The Johnson Controls in Albany, the Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association, Wildcat Links of King City Lumber, and Toby Gilbert Tire in King City. H&B Bank of Stanberry, along with Pineview Manor of Stanberry. West Fork Tire and Auto in Stanberry. Dr. Fallon Steens, DDS in Stanberry. Bank Northwest of Stanberry. Spec Shop of Stanberry and Maryville. The King City and Stanberry School Districts, and the Printery New Shopper located in Albany. As we take a look at both of these teams, here on the girls' side, it was Stanberry that defeated DeKalb in their first round game 42-35, then lost to Northeast Nottoway in a close one in the semifinal 45-42. For King City, they defeated Osborne Stewartsville 31-15 in their first game, lost to Albany also in a close one 42-36 in their first game. That's how they find both themselves here in this third place game here tonight. We'll welcome in our color commentator for the evening, and Mike Atkins. And Mike, for these two teams, for Stanberry Northeast Nottoway, that game maybe a little bit closer than people expected it to be, being a 1-4 game. And then for the King City Albany game, King City got out and had the lead at halftime, really played pretty well, just had some trouble getting the ball inside, and the Warriors started to hit some of their shots. That game ended up turning for King City.
Well, like the first game with King City Albany, not a lot of points were scored.
Yeah.
And I thought the biggest thing for the Warriors, I think they had 15 points at halftime, or 16 maybe. And I thought the difference was they had a little bit of balance. Nobody scored a lot of points, but I think Caitlin Bunker had 11, Haley Wink had 10, Kennedy Epperly had 9, Jaden Hilliard was 7, and 13 or 14 rebounds to go along with those 7 points. But I thought that helped. And, when those two teams play, just the nature of the pace with which they play and the defense that they play, you knew they were going to be low-scoring games. So, really, probably more points were scored by both teams than what I might have expected.
And this is, again, as I say, the second meeting between these two teams. They played in Stanberry for their conference game 44-34.
Well, and let's talk about King City first.
Okay.
I think the big thing I thought that they did, they've got some girls that shoot it. Armfield was 5 for 7 the other night against the Warriors, but Garlock hit a couple of threes. I don't remember if Bowden did, but she sure hit 2 big ones against their first round opponents, where they were maybe struggling a little bit. Was against Osborne Stewartsville in the first game. And I think that's going to be the big thing, what they do in this game. And Stanberry's going to play man-to-man, so that's going to be harder to come by. But then it comes down to, can some combination of McKinnon, Staley, and Schneider, can they score enough inside to put pressure on Stanberry, maybe to double down on the post? And I really do think that the big question mark for me is Claire Staley. I mean, we've seen her score early in the year, and then just the last few games we've seen her scoring has been down. Now, in fairness, she's had to play outside on the perimeter a little bit more than what we saw early in the year because of illness and absence. But at the same time, she needs to get back to where she contributes a little. She rebounds a lot, plays good defense. They need her to score some inside. Either that, or Schneider as a freshman has got to pick up the slack, or McKinnon has to pick up the slack.
Well, and I know even in the game against Albany, McKinnon got into foul trouble early, and then Schneider got into foul trouble early, and that kind of really hurt him in that first half, because McKinnon, I think, picked up her first two fouls within the first minute and a half of the game and had to sit out for the rest of the first quarter, and then they had to take her out a little bit in the second quarter as well, just to make sure she didn't pick up that third in the first half.
And then I think Staley got 3 pretty early in the second half.
Yes.
So she had to back off a little bit. And really, I think the Wildcats were somewhat fortunate that Albany went through one of those stretches where they couldn't finish shots inside, and allowed, and then their three-point shooting, especially by Armfield, allowed them to build a little lead in the first half. But then the second half, they come out and scored 11 points in the second half. Yeah, that's not going to get it against most teams, especially against a better team. And let's face it, Albany has played better in the second half of a lot of games we've seen. Now for Stanberry, they're like Albany in the fact that they've got a lot of young kids that they play, and they're going to have really good nights, and then they're going to have nights where you go, well, this isn't the same team I watched the other night. They've just really got the one senior, Trista Lager, that plays a lot. Now I think they have gotten a lift from Lindsay Haley coming off the bench. Deadly three-point shooter.
Yeah.
And if King City would ever go to a zone, you're probably going to see a lot of her.
And the big thing for difference between Stanberry and Albany, Stanberry does have that youth. They just don't quite have the size that Albany has inside. I mean, they have Courtney Merrigan inside, but other than that, maybe Schieber maybe is probably your next tallest that you'd have on the floor.
Well, what we've seen is a lot of times if they go man-to-man, Trista Lager ends up guarding somebody in the post. So, I this is a team on the rise, most definitely. And by the end of this year, you saw it the other night against the 1 seed. We didn't see the game. We kind of watched it, watched the score while we were doing the Albany boys game. But heck, they very easily could have won. Could have won that game and been in the finals against the Warriors. So as the year goes on, this is a team, as some of these freshmen get a little more used to playing all the time, they're capable of upsetting just about anybody, I think.
And as we get set here for the beginning of this game, we'll be back in just a moment with your Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups, along with your Smith Prudential Financial tip-off when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV, all a part of our BTC Bank pregame. Tonight's pregame brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations and get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Have you looked at Pettyjohn Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Pettyjohn Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is here to help you with all of your DIY projects. Whether you're doing a home remodel, some repair work, a painting job, or a plumbing job, Hogue Lumber Company's dedicated staff can help you get the materials that you need to do the job right. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is your trusted hometown hardware store and lumber yard for more than 4 decades.
In life, as in football, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance. Someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy.
To get started, contact Nick Smith, a financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
And now for tonight's Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Hogue Lumber Company. Before you start your next project, stop in and talk to the experts at Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri.
Third place game between Stanberry and King City. Starting lineups for Stanberry, number 10, Kinsey Adcock. Number 11, Ellie Dias. Number 12, Kenny Cameron. Number 20, Allie Schieber. Number 23, Courtney Merritt. And for King City, number 3, Blair Staley. Number 11, B. Bowden. Number 21, Rylan Hartfield. Number 22, England Garlock. And number 30, Wiley McKinney.
So again, those are your Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups for Stanberry. Kenzie Adcock, Ellie Dias, Eva Cameron, Allie Schieber, and Courtney Merrigan. For King City, Claire Staley, Beatrix Bowden, Brylan Armfield, England Garlock, and Wiley McKinnon. As we get set to tip off tonight's broadcast, don't forget to tip off your future retirement on the right track. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396. And Mike, already a change we notice in the Stanberry lineup. Trista Lager not in the lineup tonight and does not appear to be on the bench here for the Bulldogs here to start the game.
Well, what we always talked about, you can replace the starter, but then it kind of hurts your depth in your rotation, defensive or substitution rotations. But for somebody on Stanberry's team, it's going to be an opportunity to prove yourself.
Yes. And the Smith Prudential Financial opening tip-off is going to be won here by Stanberry.
Well, Ellie Dias, not the tallest player. We've seen her control a lot of center jumps to start the game.
Kenzie Adcock with it, left wing up top for Dias. Over to the right wing for Cameron.
Man-to-man start for the Wildcats.
Adcock trying to force it in that time to Merrigan. It's going to be tipped out of bounds here off of King City. Have a Cameron to inbounds here on the baseline. In for Dias. Trying to drive baseline. Sends it to Adcock, and she's going to pick up the basket and the foul. Foul's going to go against Armfield. It'll be her first, team's first. As the and one from Adcock is good. 3-0 Stanberry girls with the lead. Garlock to bring the ball across midcourt here for the Lady Wildcats.
Full court man-to-man from Stanberry. Somewhat of a token. I mean, it's no traps, at least on that trip.
Garlock with the basketball, right wing. Up top for Bowden. Bowden dribbles down, goes up, and she's going to be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is going to go against Courtney Merrigan, her first, team's first. And Mike, a good thing for King City to see Bowden take the ball right down to the block and go up. And she'll miss her first free throw.
Well, we watched in the opening round, King City struggled so much, scored 5 points in the first half. And she didn't take a shot, and then came around the second half, and she hit 2 out of 3 three-pointers.
Yeah.
I think she finished up with
8.
7 or 8 points and 7 rebounds, was our player of the game. But she kind of energized and brought them back into that game where they won convincingly ultimately, but it was a struggle for so long for them.
So they trailed 8-5 at the half, ended up winning. It was 11-5, I believe, at the half. It ended up coming and winning by a score of 31-16. 15. As jump ball going to go and stay with King City. In the opposite gym, Osborne Stewartsville has a lead 4-2 over DeKalb in the first quarter. South Holt. Osborne Stewartsville over South Holt halfway through the first quarter, 4-2 in the 7th place game. Beatrix Bowden with the basketball, right wing.
McKinnon could have picked up a moving screen foul, but
I think she kind of missed is the reason she didn't get it, as Armfield spins around, puts it in for 2.
Yeah, picks up where she left off.
Adcock with the basketball, top of the key here for the Lady Bulldogs. Sends over to the right wing to Schieber. Trying to get it to Merrigan, cutting to the high post. Back up top for Dias, left wing to Adcock. Cameron to Merrigan. Has it stripped out of her hands by Staley, picked up by Schieber up at the top of the key.
3 freshmen on the floor for the Bulldogs. Schieber, Dias, and Adcock.
And Dias loses this one out of bounds. They're going to say it's tipped off of King City.
If she could have dropped that off to Schieber, got an easy layup, but I don't know. She's going against a larger player. May have been hard to see.
Merrigan with the basketball on the baseline, gets it out back to Dias, up top for Adcock. Over to the right wing to Schieber. Merrigan trying to drive, leaves this off for Adcock, goes up, puts it in for 2. Stanberry leads here 5-3. 3 minutes gone here in this opening quarter. Armfield over to the right wing to Staley. Trying to send it over top the defense for McKinnon. Loses it, and Wiley McKinnon going to pick up a quick foul. That will be her first, team's second. Five to 3, Stanberry leads. 4:50 left to play here in the opening quarter. Adcock over to the right wing for Dias. Eva Cameron goes up, can't get the shot to fall. Garlock quickly up for Armfield, back in transition. Off glass for 2. And we're tied now at 5 apiece with 4.5 left here in the opening quarter. Ellie Dias over to the right wing for Schieber, trying to get it into Merrigan. Too hard off glass. Rebound picked up here by Garlock, and then a foul here as they wrestle for it. Foul's going to go against Schieber. Foul on Schieber was her first, team second, as Bowden dribbles it down. trying to send it back down into the block. It's knocked out of bounds.
Maybe the question would be drive and see if they'll come off and help leave that Armfield in the corner again. I always ask, what was Bowden going to do with it if she caught that on the block? She's in among the trees a little bit. Ooh, we got Staley. They want her.
Get her down on the block. Goes up strong. Too strong as it goes over the rim and goes out of bounds off McKinnon.
That's the right idea. If I would tell Staley anything, maybe get your eyes up, find the basket. We talk about that a lot, or I do. Heard coaches say in the block, you shoot the ball with your eyes.
Merrigan finds Adcock, can't get the shot to fall. And McKinnon unable to pull in the rebound. 3:34 left to play in the first, tied up at 5-5 here in this girls' third place matchup between Stanberry and King City. Bias into the corner for Adcock for Haley. Goes strong at the glass, can't get the shot to fall. Staley with the rebound, and then Haley going to pick up the foul.
Pretty hard foul.
That is going to be the first on Haley, team's third.
Probably looked worse than it was in actuality.
Bowden on the baseline. Sends it up top for Staley. Over the left wing to Garlock. Can't quite control the pass. Finally picks it up in the corner. McKinnon over to the right wing for Armfield. Drives to the glass, lays it up for two.
I'll tell you what, we've seen a lot of growth in her as a player, particularly on the offensive end. I mean, now twice she's put the ball on the floor and scored.
Yeah.
We know she can hit the three.
Up top for Dias. Over the left wing to Adcock. Inside to Merrigan, off glass for two. As we tie back up again at 2:35 left here in the opening quarter. Bowden over to the right wing to Garlock.
Ooh. Might have had McKinnon on the roll.
Bowden puts up a shot from three. Off the mark, rebound pulled in by Dias. Dias left wing. Can't quite control the pass. Finally picks it up out of the legs of Bowden. Merrigan for Adcock. Back up top for Dias. And they're going to get a reaching foul called here against Beatrix Bowden. That'll be her first, team's third. Checking in for Stanberry is going to be Tasha Stoll here for Merrigan. As Dias will inbounds. Haley with the basketball, top of the key. Trying to get it into Stoll. Comes back out to Adcock inside the paint. Goes up, gets the bucket and the foul. Staley will pick up the foul, her first, team's fourth. At the end of the first quarter in the girls' seventh place game in the old gym, Osborne Stewartsville leads South Holt 6-4 as Adcock misses on the and one opportunity. And the pass out to Garlock is going to be tipped out of bounds off of Stanberry. Armfield to inbounds here for the Lady Wildcats. Stanberry leads here 9-7, a minute and a half left here in the opening quarter. Bowden trying to get to Staley. Spins inside the paint. Shot misses off glass.
Still a good take. they've got to get her off and going offensively I think if they want to make some noise through the rest of this season.
Adcock trying to get it to the high post to Schieber. They're going to get another foul called here against McKinnon. That's going to be her second, team's fifth, and it's going to send Schieber to the line for 2. As Schieber will miss on the first. Eva Cameron will check back in along with Josie Moffitt as Haley and Dias will check out for the Lady Bulldogs. Second free throw here from Schieber is good. Checking in here for King City is going to be Allie Schneider. She'll check in here for McKinnon, who comes out with 2 fouls. Armfield will inbounds here for Staley. Garlock top of the key. Garlock drives, sends it back out for Bowden. Over the left wing to Armfield, down inside for Staley. Back up top. Bowden for Garlock.
Yeah, we saw this, we mentioned this in a game the other night is a girls' game. That are you seeing driving lanes, but they just don't go hard to that lane?
Yep, as Schneider can't get the shot to fall. Rebound is pulled in here by Stoll. Shot from Eva Cameron, no good at the buzzer. It's a 10-7 Stanberry lead here after 1 quarter of play. We're back to start the second when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association would like to remind you to mark your calendars for their annual Cattlemen's Dinner and Auction coming up Saturday, March 15th at the Armory in Albany at 6:30 p.m. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together. Beef, it's what's for dinner. If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
It'll be Stanberry basketball as we get ready to start second quarter action. It's a 10-7 lead here for the Lady Bulldogs. Still 6-4 over in the old gym with Osborne Stewartsville leading over South Holt. That is with about 2 minutes gone in that second quarter. A little bit of water or something on the floor there in front of the Stanberry bench. So as they get that cleaned up a little bit. It'll be Adcock to bring the ball across midcourt here for Stanberry. She's going to be called here for the double dribble. Just a little momentary memory lapse there, and she knew it immediately as soon as she did it.
Not a lot of turnovers for Stanberry, though. That's the first one that I had down for. Had a lot of near turnovers.
Yeah. Bowden with the basketball, right wing here for the Lady Wildcats. Up top for Staley. Garlock gets it down to Schneider on the baseline. Pass up top to Staley, going to be too tall. It's going to go into the backcourt for a backcourt violation. Adcock with the basketball, top of the key here for the Lady Bulldogs. Dribbles down, turns, and can't quite get the shot to fall. Armfield with the rebound. Stolen away here by Moffitt. Comes back to Adcock. 12-7, Stanberry with the lead here in this girls' third place matchup.
You've got Staley on the block if you want her.
Garlock misses the shot from the free throw line. Bowden with the rebound, comes back out to Staley for Armfield in the corner. Schneider on the block, goes up, leaves it short. Rebound picked up by Stanberry. Adcock will send it left wing here for Stoll. Trying to get it back inside. Adcock misses off back iron, gets her own rebound, goes back up. This time she'll be fouled. Will go to line to shoot 2. Foul and goal against England. Garlock, her first, team's first. First free throw from Adcock is good. Schneider will check out as McKinnon checks back in. Tasha Stoll takes some time to run over and spit some gum into the trash can. Second free throw from Adcock, no good. Rebound picked up by Stoll. And then goes out of bounds.
That's a tough break. I thought Stoll might have gotten tripped to make that ball go out of bounds, but no call.
Garlock trying to send it to the baseline for McKinnon. It's going to go overhead out of bounds. And now the turnover starting to mount here for King City. Adcock over to the right wing for Stoll. Trying to get it up to the high post. McKinnon knocks away, picked up by Eva Cameron, and then a foul going to be called here against Claire Staley. That will be her second, team second as well.
Well, and I'm just amazed how many teams we see where defenders don't see the ball. McKinnon really made a nice defensive play there, and her teammates had no idea where the ball was.
Schieber down on the block, can't get the shot to go. Comes back out for Stoll. Her shot from the baseline is going to be fouled, going to go to line to shoot 2, as Staley will pick up her third. First free throw from Stoll is good. Schneider will check in here for Staley with 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter, as she'll sit here for a little bit here at least with 3 fouls. As Stoll will hit them both.
Well, the Bulldogs have just gradually built this league.
As a pass, that time to Bowden, going to be stolen away as a little too tall. Moffitt trying to leave it off for Stoll on the baseline. Stanberry going to give it right back. And a timeout called here by King City. We'll be back after this Petty Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
Bank Northwest is a full-service bank offering checking, interest-bearing accounts, savings accounts, certificates of deposit, safe deposit boxes, as well as agricultural, real estate, business, and consumer loans. Bank Northwest features 5 locations in Northwest Missouri in Bethany, Cameron, Hamilton, Polo, and Stanberry, as well as 8 easy-to-use ATM locations throughout the area as well. Bank Northwest is your hometown bank covering Northwest Missouri. Bank Northwest, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And welcome back out again here to King City. It's a 15-7 Stanberry lead. It will be King City basketball coming on the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
Well, you got Claire Staley on the bench with 3. Stanberry is gradually building their lead. It's not an overwhelming lead, but it's gone from down a couple to up 8. And a lot of it coming at the free throw line.
Yeah.
And you may get into that, oh boy, there's another turnover. Well, and then you're getting to the point where
I believe
even though Staley has 3 fouls, is your trust factor such that you can put a senior back out there?
Yeah. Well, and the big thing here for King City, the last 4 trips down have all ended in a turnover. As Stoll drives baseline. Can't get the shot to go. Schneider pulls in the rebound. It'll be a jump ball. Will go to King City.
Wait for him to clear out.
And the pass thrown away. As over to the left wing with it is Moffitt. Merrigan in the corner. Up top for Stoll. Back to Merrigan baseline. And Stoll going to be called here for the carry. Anna Boone going to check in here for Armfield. Or no, sorry, for Beatrix Bowden here. With 5:03 left here in the second quarter, 15-7 King City looking for their first points here in the second quarter as Garlock gets it across midcourt. Has it up at the top of the key. Over the left wing to McKinnon. Drives, goes up, off glass for 2.
Well, they needed that, and they need her
Yeah.
to really come alive offensively inside. Put a little pressure on Stanberry's inside players.
Stoll out to Eva Cameron, left wing 3. Drains it. And a timeout going to be called here by Stanberry. We're back after this Petty Giannotto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
Hi, this is Dr. Fallon Steens, and I'd like to become your family's dentist. If you call Northwest Missouri home, you no longer need to drive for miles to visit the dentist. I personally invite you to contact our practice located in Stanberry. Our pledge to our patients is to provide exceptional care in a comfortable, friendly atmosphere. If you have public or private insurance coverage, chances are you may need to use it before the end of the year, and chances are we accept it. Exceptional dental care, close to home. I hope to see you soon. Dr. Fallon Steens, Family Dental in Stanberry. More smiles, fewer miles.
18-9 is the lead here for Stanberry. 4:32 left to play here in this second quarter. Ball inbounds here for Garlock. McKinnon inside for Schneider. Back
good
out to
idea.
Armfield. McKinnon from the free throw line. Can't get the shot to fall, and they're going to get Schneider on the foul on the rebound. Foul against Schneider is going to be her first, team's fourth. Next one will put Stanberry at the line here in the bonus. King City now in a 2-3 zone here, coming out of the timeout. Over on the right wing for Adcock. Up top for Cameron. Left wing to Dias.
King City's had a lot of trouble with King City putting the ball on the floor and just getting to the basket. So, and they got a little foul trouble. Going to try to protect some of them.
Eva Cameron again from the left wing. Can't get the shot to fall. Tips around. Merrigan on the rebound. Her prayer to the glass, no good. And Boone unable to pull in the rebound. As it'll stay here with Stanberry. Adcock driving, sends it back out for Dias. Her shot from 3, too hard. Rebound, goes back up. She's going to be fouled, going to go to line to shoot 2. Foul's going to go against Anna Boone. That's her first. As Stanberry now in the bonus. Dias will hit the first free throw. Checking back in will be Staley and Bowden as Boone and Schneider will both check out. Second free throw from Dias misses off back iron. Schieber pulls in the rebound. Merrigan trying to send it inside. Knocked away, picked up by Garlock. McKinnon high post. Gets it in for Staley down on the block. Back out to McKinnon. Drives, loses the basketball, picked up by Merrigan. Adcock with the basketball at the top of the key for Stanberry. High post to Merrigan. Right wing to Schieber. Up for Adcock. Left wing, Cameron. Eva Cameron again from three. Knocks down another. That's her second of the night. And this one thrown away on the inbounds here from King City. 22-9, 2:37 left to play here in the second. Stanberry with the lead here in this girls' third place matchup. Inbounds for Dias in the corner. Blocked that time by Staley, kept in play by Schieber. Bowden comes away with it. Takes it, drives, and lays it up for two. (22-11), 2:20 left in the second quarter. Dias in the corner.
I know you want to help inside, but Stanberry can afford to be really patient now. Cameron's hit 2 out of 3.
Merrigan baseline trying to get it down to Schieber. There's going to be a foul called here on the floor against Schieber. And that is going to be the second here against Allie Schieber, as Tasha Stoll will check in here for Stanberry. 2:03 left here in the second quarter. Inbounds in is going to be Brylan Armfield. Inbounds for Staley.
And I think that's, I know Staley's got 3, but I think you lose games at all kinds of times.
And the foul called here against Cameron.
Got to bring her back.
Yeah. Armfield to inbounds here for the Lady Wildcats.
Go into her right away. She's got the shorter Schieber against her in the post. Could have made a direct pass from the inbounds to the low post. Plenty of room to operate. Give it to her again. Here we go.
McKinnon gets it down in there to her. A foul called here on the floor. It's going to go against Schieber. That's going to be her third.
And are you kind of surprised? I'm surprised Lindsay Haley is kind of a three-point sniper against that King City zone. Thought we might see her back. Oh.
Trying to get it to McKinnon. Pass too tall. Sails out of bounds.
Well, that's 11 turnovers for King City, which may not, that's a lot. But when you when you remember they only had 1 or 2 at the end of the first quarter, they've had a bunch here in the second.
They picked up about 5 of them on 5 straight possessions as well. As Stoll going to be called for the travel. And checking in here for Stanberry is going to be Hannah McMillan. And she's going to check in here for Schieber. Garlock gets the ball across midcourt here for the Lady Wildcats. Over to the right wing for Bowden, trying to send it down inside to Staley. And another foul going to be called here on the floor.
Ooh,
and it's going to go against Staley. That's her 4th.
Yeah, I guess they got her with the wrap.
Yeah.
She wrapped her arm. Or guess what do they call it? Chicken wing?
Yeah.
Chicken wing?
Chicken wing.
That sound good?
I prefer chicken legs, though.
Well,
I'm a big sucker for a drumstick.
I do. Breaded chicken breast. Better yet, maybe.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes, white gravy.
Green beans. Driving is Dias. Leaves it short.
Rather have corn.
Foul will go against Beatrix Bowden. That'll be her second foul. Already 7 fouls here against King City here in this second quarter. There were 5 against King City in the first, so 12 total fouls here in the first half against King City as Dias misses on the first free throw.
Ellie's got just a little bit of a hitch in her shot right when she gets about shoulder high. Almost like a double clutch.
Sinks the second. And then stolen back away here by Eva Cameron on the inbounds. Adcock goes up, can't get it to go. Second chance, gets the bucket and the foul. Kenzie Adcock already in double figures here with 12 points with an opportunity to add another. As the foul this time going to go against Brylan Armfield. That's going to be her second.
We talked about King City's or Stanberry's aggressiveness on defense. It's really been their aggressiveness offensively. They lack size, but it's just like they're quicker to the ball.
Adcock can't get the shot to go, and then McMillan can't get the shot to go down and underneath. As this one going to be tipped out of bounds here off of King City, as Haley will check in for Dias with 45 seconds left here in this second quarter. 25-11. It's a 14-point Stanberry lead. Haley, top of the key three, drains it. Mike, you talked about her sniping from behind the three-point arc. There it was.
Well, and really what's impressive, just got in the ball game.
Yeah. Literally just walked to that spot.
Because usually a lot of coaches will say, let yourself get in the game. Let you, get part of the flow of the game before you look to shoot it. Nope.
Stanberry now in a little bit of a 2-3 zone, I believe. Yeah, maybe not. As Schneider sends it up top for Bowden. Over to the right wing, Garlock in for Schneider. And they're going to get a foul called here against Stanberry, as they're going to get Lindsay Haley. That's going to be her second, team's fourth. Over in the old gym in the girls' seventh place game, Osborne Stewartsville leads over South Holt at half, 19-8. Inbounds for Schneider, goes into the corner for Bowden, up top for Garlock. Bowden goes up, and she's going to be fouled with .4. And it was definitely a foul there on that three-point attempt.
Trying to be aggressive. I mean, been that way the whole game, but that's one you just got to lay off.
That'll be the second against Eva Cameron. As Bowden's first rolls out. Misses on the second.
Get off the line and reset.
Misses on the third, as it's going to be tipped out of bounds. And after the first half, it's a 28-11 Stanberry lead here over King City in this third place game. We're back with your Albany Hy-Vee halftime when we come back in a moment. Tonight's halftime brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your grocery list and a smile in the aisles at your Albany Hy-Vee.
When you bank at H&B Bank, you bank with a financial institution that people trust. You also bank with an institution that handles decision-making locally. When you're in need of lending advice, turn to the bank that carries experience and compassion for every situation. With loans available for home mortgages, rural land, ag lending, and much more, you can trust that H&B Bank provides the right fit for all your needs. Come see the staff at the Stanberry branch and see how H&B Bank is making it possible. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
King City Lumber can help you with all of your building needs. Whether you need help with your garage, tool shed, something commercial, or farm and agricultural, the experts at King City Lumber can help you find tools and materials, help you get your job done quickly and cost efficiently. King City Lumber, where customer satisfaction is their primary goal. Visit King City Lumber today, where they look forward to serving you.
Pineview Manor in Stanberry has been providing kind, gentle, and compassionate care for over 40 years. Pineview Manor is a skilled nursing facility that provides care for residents requiring a certain level of medical care that can't be met through home or other community services. Pineview Manor in Stanberry features physical, occupational, and speech therapy, as well as assisted living. Pineview Manor in Stanberry. There's someplace like home. Finding the very best insurance value can be as simple as finding the right agent who represents the right companies with the right coverage for each customer's individual needs. As an independent insurance agency representing over 30 A-rated companies, Rural Missouri Insurance has just what you need. Just like a good coach chooses the right play for the situation, Rural Missouri Insurance chooses the right company and coverage for each of their customers.
If you're looking for better value in your business or personal insurance, go with the team that has options for every situation. Rural Missouri Insurance in Grant City and Stanberry, or RMI Lippincott in Albany.
The Spec Shop in Stanberry and Maryville have over 30 years of experience in providing quality eye care. Spec Shop features experienced doctors plus a large selection of frames for any budget and several brands of contacts in stock. Spec Shop has an in-house lab, which means that you get your lenses back quicker. For knowledgeable and friendly staff, contact the Spec Shop at 660-582-8911 in Maryville or 660-783-2870 in Stanberry. Toby Gilbert Tire in King City can help you with your tire problems, whether it be big or small, for a tractor, pickup, or even car. When you have a problem, whether it be in the field or on the road service, Toby Gilbert Tire in King City has you covered. That's Toby Gilbert Tire. Give them a call today at 660-535-6200. Again, that's 660-535-6200 for Toby Gilbert Tire, where they have uptown service with out-of-town prices.
And welcome back out again here to King City. At the half, it is a 28-11 Stanberry lead here over King City. I'd like to thank our sponsors, BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center locations in Bethany and Albany, Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, and the Home Lumber Company in Albany, the Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, along with Johnson Controls and Mosaic Medical Center, the Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association, Wildcat Links of King City Lumber, and Toby Gilbert Tire in King City. H&B Bank of Stanberry, along with Pineview Manor of Stanberry, West Fork Tire and Auto in Stanberry, Dr. Fallon Steens DDS in Stanberry, Bank Northwest of Stanberry, the Spec Shop of Stanberry and Maryville, the Stanberry and King City School Districts, and the Printery and New Shop are located in Albany. Take a look here at the stats from the first half, starting with the Stanberry girls. They're shooting 9 for 24 from the field, 3 for 6 from behind the three-point arc, 7 for 13 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring by Kenzie Adcock with 12 points, 6 points for Eva Cameron, 3 points for Lindsay Haley, 2 points tonight for Courtney Merrigan, Tasha Stoll, and Ellie Dias, 1 point on the night from Allie Schieber. For King City, they're shooting 5 for 12 from the field, 0 for 1 from behind the three-point arc, 1 for 5 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring by Brylan Armfield with 6 points, 3 points for Beatrix Bowden, and 2 points from Wiley McKinnon. And Mike, the big stat there, Stanberry doubling up the shot attempts of King City in that first half.
Well, and like I said, we just had Jeremy Benson up here talking to us, who takes care of the GRC website. And if you haven't seen it, if you have any questions about the GRC, that's the place to go to get it.
Yeah,
he does a great job.
He does a great job with the GrandRiverConference.com.
He asked that very question. I've got Stanberry with 8 offensive rebounds, and that's very unofficial.
Yeah.
I won't say, because I'll never say I didn't miss a couple, but a couple of those have been balls that ended up being jump balls where they got the ball back, but I didn't feel like I could give anybody the rebound. Maybe if you want to call a team rebound stat, they probably got 4 more offensive rebounds through that. The other thing that really jumped out at me, doubling up shot attempts, 12 attempts just didn't go get it.
No.
Unless you shoot 11 out of 12, maybe. Which also says, okay, maybe you got 12 shots, maybe you got the free throw line. Well, Stanberry's been to the line 13 times compared to 5 for King City. King City's taken 1-3, missed it. And I guess the biggest thing that's jumped out at me is just Stanberry seems to be quicker to the ball.
Yeah.
Just loose balls, offensive rebounds. They don't have the size necessarily that King City has, but they've just been quicker getting to the ball and getting extra opportunities. And those extra opportunities inside have led to getting to the foul line a lot. And then one other thing, King City, by my count, has 11 turnovers. That's not great.
No.
But it's worse when you consider that they had 1 or 2 after one quarter.
Yes.
And so 9 or so in the second quarter. That also accounts for not getting up many shots too when you keep turning the ball over. So it's been a rough go for King City. Now they start the second half down 17, plus arguably their best inside player Claire Staley with 4 fouls.
Yes.
And, hey, you can't fault Coach Anderson for putting her back in the game with 3 because they were struggling.
Yeah.
I mean, and you got a senior, you got to trust her. She got a tough call. She's trying to get off and going offensively. And she had a move in the post where she did score, which would have been her only basket, maybe got her off and going offensively. Got called for wrapping around the defender, giving the defender the chicken wing, whatever you want to call it, trying to pin with her off arm, pin the defender with her off arm. And so she goes, not only does she not get the basket, now she's got 4 fouls and had to sit the rest of that first half. So with King City, probably not going to get a lot of shots up here, but their defense is good enough. We've seen their defense be almost suffocating at times.
Yeah.
But they've got to pick up the tempo and be ready for Stanberry's aggressiveness, not only defensively, but it's offensively, putting the ball on the floor, getting to the hoop, and getting the offensive rebounds.
We'll be back to start the second half when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
West Fork Tire and Auto in Stanberry can get you up and running when your vehicles fail this winter season. So if you run into trouble and tire work needs done, give West Fork Tire and Auto a call at 660-783-0011. They also have an on-the-farm service truck for when you run into problems on the farm. West Fork Tire on the southeast side of the square in Stanberry. Give them a call today, 660-783-0011, where they have service you can depend on with pricing you deserve. Wildcat Links in King City, Missouri is the place to go play when the weather outside might not be suitable, whether that be too wet, too cold, too hot, or maybe even just too sunny. Wildcat Links is the perfect place for the whole family, featuring a golf simulator, multiple TVs, shuffleboard, pool table, drinks, and food. So come and play amazing courses like St. Andrews or Pebble Beach and watch the game at the same time while never leaving the area. Wildcat Links in King City, your local golf oasis.
Have you looked at Pettyjohn Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Pettyjohn Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
And welcome back out again here to King City as we get ready to start second half action. It's a 28-11 lead in favor of Stanberry. Stanberry will start out with the basketball to start the second half. They're about halfway through the third quarter in the old gym. It's a 22-11 lead for Osborne Stewartsville over South Holt. And some of the reasons why those games go a little bit quicker, using less minutes for halftime compared to here in the new gym. Adcock with the basketball over to the top of the key, over to the right wing for Dias. Stolen away here by Beatrix Bowden. Over to the right wing to Garlock. Back up top for Bowden, top of the key. Over to the left wing for Armfield, inside to Staley. Trying to get it to the opposite block. Wiley McKinnon off glass for 2.
Well, that's a good start. Force a turnover, get the ball inside. Nice pocket pass. Easy layup.
Dias, partially tipped there by Staley. And Staley brings ball across midcourt. Armfield into the corner for Garlock. Up top for Bowden, over to the right corner. Armfield. Staley on the wing, back up top for Bowden, over to left wing to Garlock. Armfield inside for McKinnon. Goes up strong, can't get it to go. It'll be a jump ball, and will stay here with King City.
Well, and if you give that to Staley as an offensive rebound, that's only their second offensive rebound of the ball game.
Ball inbounds for McKinnon, and she's going to be fouled. They're going to call it here on the floor, though.
Well, I was going to say, I thought she got bumped right when she caught it.
Yeah.
But
Foul will go against Courtney Merrigan, her third. Team's first.
well, I know King City's fans are going, where's our offense going to come from? I get it. But you give up 28 points in the first half. That's 56. And for King City, that's not a sustainable number. It's going to have to start on the defensive end.
Garlock with the basketball left wing. Armfield to Garlock. Up for McKinnon up at the high post. Back to Garlock corner. Three, knocks it down.
Good start. That's they also missed Haley in the low post again.
We'll be back after this Petty Genola Center timeout here on Albany TV.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
28-16, Stanberry with the lead. 6:27 still left to play here in the third. King City jumping out to a quick 5-0 start here to start out the second half of play. Adcock with the basketball at the top of the key over to the right wing for Eva Cameron. Stoll inside, goes up, can't get the shot to fall. They're going to get a jump ball, stays with Stanberry.
Well, one of the things you see is you can't post up against Staley and try to get a lot done, but you may be able to drive, and that's what looked like may have come out of that timeout, that they're going to let Stoll take a chance on driving.
Ball knocked around, picked up by Bowden at midcourt. Drives, puts it up off glass, plus picks up the foul as well. Foul will go against Ellie Dias. That is going to be her first, team second. Allie Schneider going to check in here for Claire Staley. Bowden can't get the free throw to fall. Tipped out of bounds here off of Stanberry. Armfield will inbounds. Finds Schneider on the block. Can't quite corral the pass as it's knocked away.
Yeah, that's just, I don't think it's a terrible pass. I just don't think it's a pass that Schneider is going to handle. Not at this point in her career. As she gets older, yes.
Stoll drives and is going to be fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot two as Wiley McKinnon going to pick up the foul. That's going to be her third. Team's first. And Stoll will miss the first free throw. Schneider will check out as checking back in will be Staley. Second free throw from Stoll. Misses. They're going to say that Garlock got in early.
She's got that free throw line extended all the way to the sideline. You can't go below it until that ball hits.
Stoll misses again, this time off front iron. Rebound pulled in by Bowden. Bowden gets across midcourt, up top for Garlock. Over the right wing. Bowden from three. Misses off back iron, tipped around. Garlock up at the high post for Bowden.
Ooh, Garlock needs to get up in that three-point area. She's hit one. Just a little too far away.
Garlock gets it off here for McKinnon. Drives baseline runner. Can't get it to go. Adcock comes away with the rebound, and before she falls for a travel, got it passed away. Timeout called here by Stanberry. We'll be back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is here to help you with all of your DIY projects. Whether you're doing a home remodel, some repair work, a painting job, or a plumbing job, Hogue Lumber Company's dedicated staff can help you get the materials that you need to do the job right. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is your trusted hometown hardware store and lumber yard for more than 4 decades. And welcome back out again here to King City in the girls' 7th place game in the old gym. It's a 30-11 lead for Osborne Stewartsville over South Holt as they enter the 4th quarter of play. 4:57 left here in the 3rd quarter. 28-18, Stanberry with the lead. Dias baseline. Can't get the shot to fall. McMillan leaves it off for Stoll. Her shot bounces out. And a jump ball going to go to King City. As Staley will check back in. Checking in for Stanberry is going to be Schieber. As she's going to check in here for Cameron. 4:43 left to play here in the 3rd. 28-18. Ball inbounds here for Staley. Garlock with the basketball in the corner.
You got Staley.
Get it into her on the block. Puts it up off glass for 2.
She got deep in the post that time, too. I don't know if it was, might have been McMillan. She just walked her down into the lane and had an easy layup.
King City on a 9-0 run here to start out this 3rd quarter of play. Dias with the basketball top of the key. Drives. Now stolen away here by Wiley McKinnon. Pulls it back out for Bowden.
I want to see Bowden get up into that three-point line for the reversal.
They get it into Staley again, who puts it up off glass.
Well, yeah, you see Schieber's kind of frustrated. She's getting back down. You've got to just set yourself and don't let her push you inside.
And King City's brought this back to a 6-point ball game. Stoll drives. Can't get the shot to go. Jump ball stays here with Stanberry. Eva Cameron will check in. Allie Schneider will check in here for Staley. As Anderson doing a little bit of offense for defense here with Staley the past couple possessions.
I get it.
Eva Cameron at the free throw line. Her shot off glass for 2.
That's 8 points for Cameron. That's a big shot. They had to have something good happen.
And it breaks up an 11-0 run for King City to start out the 3rd quarter. McKinnon trying to send it down to Schneider. Can't quite corral it. Back out for Garlock. Armfield in the corner. Finds McKinnon. Drives, and she's going to be called for the travel. 3:08 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. 30-22. Stanberry with the lead. Courtney Merrigan will check back in here for McMillan.
And if Stanberry scores right here, I would expect you'll see Staley hop back off the bench again.
Merrigan down inside for Stoll. She's going to be fouled. Going to go to the line to shoot 2. Picking up the foul will be Bowden. It'll be her 3rd. Team's 2nd. And Staley will be ready to come in, as will Hannah McMillan and Lindsay Haley. Stoll misses the first free throw attempt.
Having some troubles at the free throw line right now. Back off of it. Get yourself a breath. Reset and forget it.
Schneider checks out for King City. Merrigan and Dias for Stanberry.
Free throw shooters really just need to get in a rhythm of doing the same thing every time. And going to get one. For example, I used to tell myself 3 dribbles, 1, 2, 3, bend the knees and up. 1, 2, 3, down and up. And I tried to do it every time.
Stoll misses on the attempt again, goes up and will be fouled again. Foul will go here against Wiley McKinnon. I don't know if Stoll is necessarily happy that she got fouled again, though.
Well, everything's an opportunity, but if you're King City's inside players, you want to tell them, don't turn to the basket. Get up against somebody. And that time I thought both McKinnon and Staley just got pushed underneath the basket.
Stoll hits on the second one that time, as it's a 31-22 lead here now for Stanberry. 2:50 left to play here in the third. Garlock with the basketball, right wing.
Oh.
Sends it up top for McKinnon, then gets it to Staley. Drives to the glass, puts it off glass for 2. Claire Staley with 6 points here, all coming in the third quarter. 31-24, Stanberry leads. Adcock just drives through the King City defense all the way to the glass, lays it in for 2.
Well, McKinnon has 3. He kind of had to lay off, but
Staley can't help either with 4.
Right, and you always hear you can't get beat in one dribble.
As the pass too tall that time for.
Well, and I growl a little bit because Bowden had her dribbled to her right that gave her a terrible angle to get the ball into the post. If she takes one dribble to the left, that's an easy bounce pass and an easy layup for Staley.
2:10 left here in the third. It's a 9-point Stanberry lead. Adcock up top for Eva Cameron. Driving is Stoll, can't get the shot to fall. Schneider on the rebound. Up top for Bowden. Goes up and puts it up off glass for 2.
Good kick ahead, down to 7. 17-point lead, down to 7. Some trouble signs, though, I think, for King City. Not only the foul trouble, but they're getting beat off the dribble to the basket. And right now, Stanberry's just not cashing in very well.
McKinnon knocks it away. Picked up, though, by Stoll. Leaves it off for Adcock. Lays it up off glass for 2. Adcock now with 16 here in the ball game. Bowden, high post for McKinnon. Drives and is going to be fouled here on the floor. As they're going to get Tasha Stoll. That's her first, team's third. She's going to check out as McMillan checks in. Boone and Staley will check in here for Schneider and McKinnon. 1:06 left here in the third.
Don't know if Stoll was out of gas or got somebody fall on the side of her leg or.
Ball inbounds for Staley up at the high post. Out to the right wing, Garlock from 3. Off the mark, rebound pulled in by Merrigan. Lindsay Haley, right wing. Up top for Cameron. Merrigan up for Cameron over the right wing for McMillan. Down to Haley on the block. Too strong. Rebound pulled in by Merrigan, no good. And then Adcock will be fouled and will go to line to shoot 2. Foul's going to go against Armfield. That's going to be her third now, team's 4th.
Well, a lot of offensive rebounds. What's the old phrase? You're never going to get an over-the-back call in the lane.
Yeah.
And that's what Stanberry's just going to work. King City's getting caught too far under the basket, I think.
Adcock will miss the first one. Stanberry so far from the free throw line tonight, 8 for 20. Second attempt is good from Adcock.
Had the lead down to 7.
Had it down to 6 at one point here in this third.
Back to 10. King City can score here, get the ball coming out.
Ball tips around off of Stanberry here with 16 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Let's try to get Staley down the low block again.
Stoll going to check in here for Merrigan so she doesn't pick up a fourth here late. Garlock up top for Boone. Left wing for Bowden. Trying to get it into Staley. Trying to force it a little bit. Haley ends up with it over to left wing for Eva Cameron. Adcock back for Cameron. Shot from 3 is short. After 3 quarters of play, it's a 36-26 Stanberry lead. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
In life, as in football, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance. Someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy.
To get started, contact Nick Smith, a financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association would like to remind you to mark your calendars for their annual Cattlemen's Dinner and Auction coming up Saturday, March 15th at the Armory in Albany at 6:30 p.m. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
And welcome back out again here to King City as we get ready to start fourth quarter action. It'll be King City basketball. As Garlock will inbounds here. Armfield to bring the ball across midcourt over left wing for Bowden. Back up top for Armfield. Trying to get it into Staley. Trying to send it out. Comes back out for McKinnon up at the high post. Armfield to Garlock, right wing. Back in the corner, Armfield. McKinnon back out. Armfield from 3. Misses off back iron. Rebound pulled in by Merrigan.
Well, that's good offense. Just couldn't get the shot to drop.
And really, Stanberry's done a good job kind of neutralizing Armfield here tonight. Haven't heard too much out of her offensively.
Well, I think there have been several times when we've mentioned it. There's a steal.
As Bowden going to take it and lay it up for 2. And that's now 9 points on the night here for Bowden.
Well, got it back down to 8. And they've neutralized the King City bigs, I think, more because King City's had opportunities to get it in the block and just aren't doing it.
And then Kenzie Adcock lays it in. She's got 19 in the ball game.
She's gone right at Garlock, forcing her to play. See right there, they've got Staley and dribbled away from her.
Final in the Old Jam girls 7th place game. Osborne Stewartsville wins 37-20. Rebound picked up here by Haley on the missed shot that time from Garlock. Schieber leaves this one off for Adcock. Her shot off the mark. Out of bounds here off of Stanberry. McKinnon to bring the ball across midcourt now.
Oh, boy.
Armfield has the pass to Bowden stolen away here by Eva Cameron. Lays it up for 2. And a timeout going to be called here by King City. 40-28 is the lead here for the Lady Bulldogs. Back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team. Wildcat Links in King City, Missouri is the place to go play when the weather outside might not be suitable, whether that be too wet, too cold, too hot, or maybe even just too sunny. Wildcat Links is the perfect place for the whole family, featuring a golf simulator, multiple TVs, shuffleboard, pool table, drinks, and food. So come and play amazing courses like St. Andrews or Pebble Beach and watch the game at the same time while never leaving the area. Wildcat Links in King City, your local golf oasis.
King City basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Garlock with the basketball over on the right wing.
Boy.
Trying to send it in to Staley, knocked away that time by Schieber off the pass from McKinnon. Pass up top for Cameron, over to the right wing to Adcock. Drives, and they're going to get a travel called here against Adcock.
Well, they're doing the right things. They're Stoll, Adcock, it doesn't make a difference. They're going to try to go right at the King City post players and make them guard. There's, when you talk about size mismatches, there's problems on the other end too. The big players have to step out and guard people away from the basket, guard quicker players sometimes. And sometimes just guarding somebody out on the floor, they're not used to it. So there's all kinds of mismatches.
Armfield with the basketball, into the corner for Bowden, back to Armfield on the baseline. And a timeout going to be called here by King City to retain possession here with 5 minutes left to play in the fourth, 40-28. Stanberry with the lead. Back again with more in a moment following this Petty John Auto Center timeout.
Bank Northwest is a full-service bank offering checking, interest-bearing accounts, savings accounts, certificates of deposit, safe deposit boxes, as well as agricultural, real estate, business, and consumer loans. Bank Northwest features 5 locations in Northwest Missouri in Bethany, Cameron, Hamilton, Polo, and Stanberry, as well as 8 easy-to-use ATM locations throughout the area as well. Bank Northwest is your hometown bank covering Northwest Missouri. Bank Northwest, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Dr. Fallon Steens, and I'd like to become your family's dentist. If you call Northwest Missouri home, you no longer need to drive for miles to visit the dentist. I personally invite you to contact our practice located in Stanberry. Our pledge to our patients is to provide exceptional care in a comfortable, friendly atmosphere. If you have public or private insurance coverage, chances are you may need to use it before the end of the year, and chances are we accept it. Exceptional dental care, close to home. I hope to see you soon. Dr. Fallon Steens, Family Dental in Stanberry. More smiles, fewer miles.
King City basketball again coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Driving, getting the bucket and the foul that time is Brylan Armfield.
Well, Armfield gave Stanberry a taste of their own medicine there. Just went strong to the basket. Got the hoop and the foul.
Foul goes against Adcock, her first, team's first.
Had the lead down to 6. It's ballooned back to 12, now back to 10.
(40-31), 4:48 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Adcock top of the key. Up top for Cameron. High post for Schieber. Goes up, too strong off glass, comes right back to Adcock, who puts it up off glass for 2. Adcock now over 20 points with 21 as they try to force it into Armfield, tipped out of bounds here after the Lady Bulldogs. Stoll's going to check in here for Dias. Ball inbounds for Staley. Back out to Garlock. Drives inside. Goes strong, no good. McKinnon on the putback. gets the bucket and the foul. Foul's going to go against Tasha Stoll. That'll be her second, team second. As McKinnon finishes off the three-point play.
Well, they've had some three-point play opportunities, the old-fashioned kind, now, but they got to have stops now. And you'd say, well, King City might use or Stanberry might use a little time. I don't think they want to put this in the hands of their free throw shooters. They've had some struggles there.
And get a foul called here against King City. Against Bowden, that's going to be her fourth.
And then that's the other issue.
Yeah.
Trying to foul to get back in this game, you're going to start losing players.
Bowden with 4, Staley with 4, McKinnon with 3, Armfield with 3 so far. Eva Cameron, right wing 3, misses off back iron. McKinnon can't pull in the rebound. And Schieber going to be fouled here on the floor. And that's going to be the fourth now here against Armfield.
Well, that time McKinnon had the ball and Schieber just took it away from him.
Yeah. Stole to inbounds up top for Cameron. And they're going to get a travel call here against Eva Cameron. 3:42 left to play here in the fourth, 42-34. Stanberry with the lead. Again, here in this girls' third place matchup tonight. Garlock right wing. Bowden up top for Staley. Drives, leaves it short off glass. Rebound pulled in by Stoll.
Now, you don't want to put it in the deep freeze, but now you just want to be really, make sure you get a good shot. And that's going to be
the end of the night for Armfield.
And she did have, they're looking for a traveling call, but she got bumped into the travel, I think.
So Armfield going to foul out here with 3:08 left to play here in the fourth. As Anna Boone going to check in here for King City. Cameron inbounds here for Schieber.
Smart play by Schieber, didn't force.
Merrigan off glass, rebound pulled in by Garlock. Boone leaves it off here for Bowden. Drives in, and they're going to get a foul called here against Schieber. That's going to be her fourth, team's third.
But now, if you're Stanberry, what do? I almost, with Armfield out of the ball game, now I really try to
pack it inside
and make them prove they can hit shots.
Make Bowden, Garlock, and Boone prove it. Schieber steals it away on the inbounds. And then trying to get to Adcock. She runs it down before it goes out of bounds. Up top for Cameron. Left wing for Stoll.
Get Boone.
That's going to be her second, team's fourth. Next one will put Stanberry at the line.
Well, Boone has fouls to give, I think.
Garlock does, I believe,
Garlock's
too.
got fouls to give.
Schieber no good on the shot. Yeah, Garlock only one foul so far. Bowden with it on the baseline. Going to be called for the double dribble. .222 left to play here in the fourth quarter. 42-34 is the lead here for the Lady Bulldogs, as Adcock has it right wing.
Been stuck there for a while.
Drives, lays it up off glass for two. 23 on the night here for the freshman. Bowden, top of the key. Over to the right wing for Garlock. And tipped out of bounds here off Allie Schieber. And a timeout going to be called here by Stanberry. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
When you bank at H&B Bank, you bank with a financial institution that people trust. You also bank with an institution that handles decision-making locally. When you're in need of lending advice, turn to the bank that carries experience and compassion for every situation. With loans available for home mortgages, rural land, ag lending, and much more, you can trust that H&B Bank provides the right fit for all your needs. Come see the staff at the Stanberry branch and see how H&B Bank is making it possible. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
King City Lumber can help you with all of your building needs. Whether you need help with your garage, tool shed, something commercial, or farm and agricultural, the experts at King City Lumber can help you find tools and materials, help you get your job done quickly and cost efficiently. King City Lumber, where customer satisfaction is their primary goal. Visit King City Lumber today, where they look forward to serving you.
Lady Bulldogs with a 10-point lead, 1:47 left to play here in the fourth. King City with the basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Inbounds for Bowden in the corner, gets it into Staley for McKinnon, off glass for two.
Thought maybe she could have drawn a foul right there, but going to let him play through it.
Stoll going to be fouled here by Boone. It's going to send Stoll to the line. So far tonight, Stoll 3 for 8. As that's the third foul called against Anna Boone. Stoll hits the first. Second free throw attempt here from Tasha Stoll. Rolls in.
Well,
as she's hit her last three.
Yeah, she deserved one of those. She deserved that last one because she's had a couple of those that have just rolled off the rim.
Boone with the basketball.
Yeah, I think she double dribbled anyway. And now it's
and then they're going to get the backcourt violation. But I do believe, as you said, I do believe she got away with the double dribble before that. And what's the saying? The ball never lies.
Yeah. Well, and then Bowden ends up with the turnover.
Up top here for Stoll. Drives. Gets it back for Adcock, who lays it in, who continues her big night now with 25. 48-36, 1:08 left to play here in the fourth. Garlock over to the right wing for Bowden. Gets it inside for Staley. High post to McKinnon. Back out to Bowden, right wing three. Misses it short. Schieber on the rebound. Adcock over to the right wing for Stoll. Cameron over to Adcock, left wing.
Yeah, no sense fouling now.
Trail by 12 here with 30 seconds left as Merrigan with it. The high post gets it off here for Adcock. Adcock with the basketball in the corner here for Stanberry. Sends it back up top for Stoll. Back up to Adcock, top of the key, as we're now down underneath 7 seconds, and a foul going to be called here against Bowden.
Well, that's going to be the end of the road for her as well.
So Bowden will foul out of the ball game as Allie Schneider going to check in. Adcock misses on the first free throw. Misses them both as the rebound going to be pulled back in by Adcock.
That's been somewhat of the story of the night, too.
48-36, Stanberry is your third place champion tonight here at the King City Tournament. We'll keep it here for the trophy presentation, and then we'll have our Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game. Again, our post game tonight brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. So we'll wait a moment here as they get the trophy here to Stanberry. And we'll let you listen in.
Congratulate the Stanberry Lady Bulldogs on their third place finish at the King City Tournament.
We'll be back with the BTC Bank post game in just a moment.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations and get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded, just like you. BTC Bank.
And welcome back out again here to King City, as it's a win tonight here for Stanberry, 48-36 here over King City in this girls' third place matchup. Let's take a look at the stats for the ball game for Stanberry. They shoot 17 for 46 from the field, 3 for 8 from behind the three-point arc, 11 for 25 from the free throw line. They were led in scoring tonight by Kenzie Adcock tonight with 25 points, 10 points tonight for Eva Cameron, 5 points for Tasha Stoll, 3 points tonight for Lindsay Haley, 2 points for Ellie Dias and Courtney Merrigan, 1 point on the night tonight for Allie Schieber. For King City, they shoot 16 for 32 from the field, 1 for 6 from behind the three-point arc, 3 for 8 from the free throw line. They were led in scoring tonight by Wiley McKinnon, Beatrix Bowden, and Brylan Armfield, all with 9 points, 6 points for Claire Staley, 3 points on the night for England Garlock.
Well, the couple of the stats that really jump out at you, 46 shots to 32 for King City. A lot of that due to 16 offensive rebounds by the shorter Stanberry Bulldogs. And then 25, they only hit 11, but 25 free throw attempts as opposed to 8. It kind of gives you an idea that they got to the basket, drew a lot of fouls, got offensive rebounds, just a little more aggressive. And Stanberry, or the King City Lady Wildcats, just didn't respond. They got off to a rough start, played well, I thought, in the early part of the third quarter, got it down to 6 from a 17-point deficit. You thought, okay, we're going to have a ball game here, and then Stanberry didn't get ruffled or flustered and immediately built the lead back to 12. That's where it stayed for the remainder of the game. Very deserving by the Stanberry Lady Bulldogs. A seed upset.
Yes. And again, our Winner's Circle Trophies Awards North Player of the Game, don't know if I had said that earlier, Kenzie Adcock finishes the night with 25 points. A real great night tonight by the freshman.
Yeah, just they didn't have an answer for her taking the ball to the basket. Plus 4 offensive rebounds. Not the tallest player in the world, very aggressive offensive. There's defensive aggressiveness. King City was very aggressive offensively tonight as well. And they deserved the victory they got.
We'll be back with the third place boys game when we come back.